Base 27, jump! Here we go, here we go! Ready, go! Flag! Flag! 22, water! Drum! What do you got? Charcoal! Charcoal! Base 27! Fly, trumpet! Brass! Ready, ready! Here we go! Military stunt! Drum! Drum! Wait! Fly trumpet! 180! Form! 180! Here we go! Set! Cooler! Cooler! Let go! Charcoal! Ready! Flag! Trick 9, beat! Set!
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You gotta love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season. Finally.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're...
Cooler. Trick 9, beat. Set on. Set, ready. Let go. Set, ready. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready, go. 22 water. Hold on. Come on, set. Hold on. Here we go, here we go. 180 on. Banner. Set, go. Base 27 jump. Base 20. Up, 1 in. Ready, ready. Set up. Flag, flag. Set. 22 water. 180. Let's go! Let's 186. Form 180. Cooler, cooler 180.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Off play action on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Matthews. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols! They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Pulls it in, it's Staley. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught close to the marker, it's Clement. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Clement. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Breaks into the open.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation defense in a split backfield. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Hardy. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. And he got away from the defense. Off the play fake on first down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. He's out past the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense...
Makes the grab inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. There he goes. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on second and short. Powers through. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the catch, it's Clement. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted.
Here we go.
Now the play fake. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day.
Great place to start for this offense.
Ready.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball! And they take it in. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's good. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking left. He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? That last completion sets him up on second down. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Past the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the... Looking to throw on first down. And a quick shuffle pass. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Got room at the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll run play action. Under fire. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Hardy. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. He'll keep it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Vols will have it first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB, man, how about it? Just, it's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Grab behind the line. It's Clement. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Into the end zone. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. He's going for the goal line. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He's looking to pass. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Off play action. Touchdown, Tennessee! Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Now the play fake. Finds a tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. Breaks into the open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Pocket breaking down. Big fella moving. Touchdown! The play-action fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Creates a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. At the 35, he's open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do...
Going over the top. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI? Absolutely brutal. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint.
Touchdown, Tennessee! From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Powell. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's in open space downfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And nowadays, you're not always...
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Smashes ahead. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to run it. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take off. Snowed under by the defense. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable.
So here is the Tennessee offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Gibson. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Easy completion on the shuffle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Extending the play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to...
There he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Touchdown ball! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse
Welcome to this high-stakes collision, a game here late in the season featuring two teams ranked in the top 25, both looking to move up big time. Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, the home field of the Memphis Tigers, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. And the Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they've given up. But here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
Catch made in space. Look out. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Grab down the middle. It's Staley. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. The balls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark to that opening quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Get to the line here in the no huddle. Looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
You know, the output is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you could close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Very efficient on third down, and now it's first down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tennessee. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires quickly to the left. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Back-to-back deep shots. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep again. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, not.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Extending the play now. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. The ball's looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quarterback still with the football.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. So now for the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. What a catch! They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Volunteers will line up here on first down and goal. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out.
Pass interference. Defense.
Defender flag for being a little too aggressive. Offense gets 15 and a fresh set of downs. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Volunteers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a wide receiver screen. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Vols are in the red zone now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. Still running at the 40. All out of space. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll... Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for space. It's Hardy. Got the first down and more. Running into the open space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He's got it for a big play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest.
Got enough space, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Trick 9B.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Fires to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Under fire. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Under fire. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things for... as they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got an open man, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to find his man in the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Quarterback got it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now here's a chance after that score late in the first half to open the second half by putting another drive together.
It would be so awesome for this squad. Like, you did your first job. You took care of the 2-minute drill. Now come out, Jesse. Continue that momentum. Continue that feel-good juice you had in the locker room.
And this offense should be feeling that good juju, too, because they did some nice things on that last drive. Quarterbacks, skilled players, offensive line, everybody gelling and playing together. Let's see if they can carry that forward here on this first drive of the second half.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Matthews. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here's the pressure. pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll take it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on...
Ready! Cut it! 22 water! Cooler! Cut it! Here we go! Set, ready, let go! Here we go, set, ready. Let's go, ready. Come on, set up. Down! Ready, go! Charcoal! Put one in! Flag! Ready! Here we go! Strychnine beat!
It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. It was easily the most memorable post-game in the long and storied history of Michigan and Ohio State. It put an exclamation point on Michigan's season, and in an odd way sort of propelled Ohio State in the same direction eventually.
I think this game last year was probably the most surprising game of the year for me, considering I thought Ohio State was going to go in and absolutely drub them. What I remember, David, they could never get the run game going. With Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, they still somehow only ran for 77 yards in that game, and obviously this was the...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble,
turning it on?
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They put on the heat and they blocked it. He's got the ball and it's live.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with
interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's McCulley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's McCulley. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. That's caught. It's McCulley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. To the air, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Peoples. Drills him with the stiff arm. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Bucs is trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on 3rd and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Got a man, it's Simpson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed to But the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. There he goes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get a chance to work on hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The screen, he's got wheels. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, They're down. They've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He gets a hand on it.
And after that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Fires to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the 2nd half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. Gonna try to get it himself. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't.
Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Now, 4th
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Powers through the defender. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great one.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. To the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking left. Makes a connection. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play to pad the stats. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.